EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Uptown Charlotte at rain-soaked Bank of America Stadium. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Carolina Panthers. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in week 4. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And taken down just shy of the 40. You look at this Carolina defense. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
McCarthy is set to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Complete to number 83. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and inches.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Panther 60, 7 Pirates. 18, check. Warriors 17.
Going for it. Here's McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. On play action, McCarthy. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Cougar 19.
Throwing is McCarthy. That is caught. And the Vikings are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a first and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Cougar 19. Rig it. Let's go.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now McCarthy. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Curry. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
From the 5-yard line, will this opening drive yield 6? This is third and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
Come on, set. 19 tight, 19 tight. 18, pioneer.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Third and goal, McCarthy. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. J.J. McCarthy with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And taken down just shy of the 40. You look at this defense for the Vikings. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Warriors 70. Ready.
Back to throw. Fisher. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Cougar 19. Hey, smash Broncos.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's got some space here. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Well, penalties don't usually hurt as much as that one does. That is a monster gain wiped out by the flag.
And you and I both know that an offense only gets a couple of those big moments in a normal game. You've got to take advantage of them. And when you give one away because of an avoidable penalty, that's a major disadvantage. Just steals away every bit of momentum you just generated with that play.
They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
The Panthers hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
That one complete to Leggett.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Let's go now. Ready, ready.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because...
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. A big win there defensively on second and goal, a loss of 7, and it brings up third.
Okay, ready? Come on, set! Stop below 18! Ready?
Looking to throw. Fisher. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Fitzgerald on for the field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives, and they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
He might score. And he won't get all the way into the end zone as he's out of bounds, but not before getting it down inside the 10.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they go to work on a first and goal. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Got his man in stride, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Ready.
Off the play fake. Fisher. He finds his man, complete. It's Martinez. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
First down.
The end result, 21 yards.
38-yard line.
Hey, smash Broncos.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Dragon 60.
Operating from the gun. Fisher. Short throw caught by Bowers. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down.
Here we go. Start. 70, 7, go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
18, Pioneer, go.
Back to throw again. And it's caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ready.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Ready.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Brock Bowers, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have cut it back within a score. good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, are you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 47 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to widen their advantage.
An extra point splits the uprights. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Now 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Fisher. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, forcing the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fisher. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 19 Lions. Ready?
They'll try and throw for it here.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Come on, set. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here we go. 60 by 6. Go, Rig. Go.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Here we go. Set. Pep Cougar 19. Ready.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Ready, set.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Martinez. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
70 Timberwolves. Ready.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 4th and 1.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. Operating from the gun. Fisher. And it'll be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my face.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Off play action. Fisher. And he's got his big wide receiver complete.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Second down and 8.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun, Fisher. And that's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
19 Tiger.
They go play action here on first down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
79 Broncos. Shut up. Cowboy 80.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Warriors 70.
Looking to throw. Fisher.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
To the air with McCarthy.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point up and through. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Check smash. Check smash.
Hands it off out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Come on. Set. Round going.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
It's 4th down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's McCarthy.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
19 Tiger, trap 60, 18 Pioneer, 7 Pirates, 19 tight.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Viking 18. Let's go.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this...
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. 64 yards. And the Panthers get a bit closer. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. There aren't any speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
17.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there.
3rd down from the gun, McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Panthers 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte.
Off the play fake. Fisher.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Over the middle, complete. That's Martinez.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
At the 18-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Fisher. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Here we go, here we go. Viking 18. Ready.
Off play action. Fisher. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
A 35-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe it's... Oh, he fell on the carpet, a fumble. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. McCarthy operating from the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have the Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
On second down, they'll run it here. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 111 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Ready? Pat the 60. Pat the 60. Ready?
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal?
Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 8-yard line.
Ready up. Set. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Ready.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming.
Go. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Riggs. Riggs. Go.
McCarthy going to sneak it.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a yard on the sneak, not enough. And he's a few inches short for 4th down. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
35-yard line.
On the set.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Let's go.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
Throwing to start the drive. Fisher.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long.
Tag.
Off the play fake. Fisher. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Tag. Pat the 60. Pat the 60.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And they will take a knee here. And they take a knee. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Vikings, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.